Yes, folks. Yes, and we are back again with another episode of the Ball and Up podcast. I believe this is episode 21, and I am
Oh,
your
wow.
host, Sir Tete, and
Mm.
this is the General, Sir Dilford, the only man standing left, and yes, unbeatable so far, undefeated, the top of the league. Yeah,
One,
congrats,
one,
my
one
friend.
free kick at a time, bro. One free kick at a time.
One free. See there. As a someone, but you know what I was going. I'm not going to start it. I'm not going to start it.
Yeah,
But
me
before we
start.
begin,
Once a bumbo will rocket.
guys, again,
Me shit, me get.
please hit the like button, share the
Subscribe, people.
video, subscribe, and hit the
Mm-hmm.
notification so you can know when all the video them chop out.
But yo,
Cause you know we're trying, we're trying build this thing, and we're steadily growing to become a larger channel, and hopefully we can get guests coming in later on. But
yeah,
so far, please hit the like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications. And folks who's been with us from the very beginning and new folks coming in, we appreciate all the help. We appreciate all the love and support that it shows, all the comments. We appreciate everything. So
yeah.
you don't know it
Keep them
already.
coming.
You don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
we're going to dedicate this episode to talk about
Oh.
the transfer window. This is we're going to we
Yo,
ended.
yo,
What happened? What happened? What happened? What
transfer
happened,
deadline. Heartache, bro.
bro?
Heartache, dog. Me still like me excited with the signings, dog. Liverpool,
mm,
like, but the one we didn't really want, like.
Well, true, bro.
Yeah, dog. Mark Gay, dog. Like everybody excited for Isaac, dog. I was alright with Ekitike. Alright.
Mm,
As I stated before, I think it was like 2 episodes ago.
mm,
Liverpool team on a whole needs
mm-hmm.
Ekitike, but Florian Wirtz for him to flourish, he needs Isaac. I watched
Okay.
him. I watched
You
him
think so?
against brother. I watched him against Slovakia today. I'm not gonna call it yet. Liverpool fans, please don't kill me in the comments or kill me overall because no honesty, like when you're just overly sensitive all of a sudden. He might be a dud.
Which one? Ekitike?
Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz.
Verts. Ooh.
He listen, listen, listen to me. Listen to me carefully. Florian Wirtz might be a dud because you remember when I said Jack Gakpo play Ekitike behind Isaac, Salah on the right. Ah, might be a dud. I
Irwa.
think we, I, I think we might be signing Havertz 2.0, but people, let me reserve my judgment for another time.
Thank
As
you
me
very
say,
much.
as me say,
Listen,
couple
the
games in the
seat.
Prem, it take an
Thank you.
adjustment period.
Relax. Just
But
relax a little bit
as
there,
me
my friend.
stated before, I called Sabos being a perfect right back, and I'm seeing Florian Wirtz, and I'm not
Listen,
gonna lie,
listen.
people.
A dead and broken clock is right twice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. I didn't. I apologize. I apologize.
What I'm saying, Zin, so far, I'm 50-50 on the Florian Wirtz thing.
Listen. All right. So here's a.
Mm.
It it takes a while for those kind of players, those kind of players to
The tacticians, the
yes.
magicians.
That
Yeah.
it takes them at times it takes them a season. At times it takes them 6 months to get used to the pace and the physicality of the league because even in the couple of games that he's played so far, there are moments where you can see his quality. There are moments where
Mm-hmm.
him receive the pass in between two defenders and him get out and you're like, how do you do that? He's done that a few times.
Yeah.
Now it is upon it is Liverpool's job, the rest of Liverpool's job, to make his life easier. And how you make his life easier? Just continue winning games. Continue
Yeah.
winning games while he's in this adjustment period. And you guys have done a very good job at doing that so far. But
Yeah.
remember, Bernardo Silva, when he first came, wasn't that good.
It was not good.
David Silva, when he just came, wasn't
It
that
was not
good.
good. You understand?
Like,
You see,
like
it's
the
the same
only,
thing
I'm
for
telling
Juan
you
Mata
this,
and
the
Felipe
one
Coutinho
baller
still.
the one baller that I saw that came in, not as a young player, but came in that mold and lit it apart right away was Ozil.
Mm, true. But
But
at that time, Ozil was not on the up and coming as a world class. He was already world class.
this is not, well, you're right. You're right. So, but I mean, it took again. I think no,
No,
I
but
think
it
Hazard
took
was
him a
immediate
couple
as
months.
well.
It took him a couple months as well to get started.
Yeah. So
Honestly,
this is what I mean. So I would not, and you're coming from a guy that would love if he was a bust or a dud. I
yeah,
still think, I still
yeah.
think, I still think he deserves a little more time. Now, granted,
Mm.
the fact that he did cost over 100 million, he's not going to get the leeway, and he
Thank you.
shouldn't, because
He should not get
nobody
the
else
leeway.
did. Nobody else at his price tag got the leeway, so he shouldn't.
Yeah,
However, if I'm to be fair from a footballer standpoint, it's a different league, bro. So he might get used to it. Like he just has to. There is
yeah.
an adjustment
All the
period.
magicians,
So,
all the magicians that come to the Prem always have an adjustment period,
mhm,
which I do understand, and
mhm.
I'll grant him that time. But as me
I
say,
still.
your price tag will take away that time away from you. So,
Mhm,
but how I know that just watching the game, how I know that he's not up to the speed of the game. You can see some games where we need him to go forward,
mhm,
and just for him to get a foot on the ball or at least control some type of the game, he's dropping
mhm,
into a box 8 instead of a 10, where he drops to receive the ball and then Gavin Birch like would probably push forward ahead of him, which I
mhm.
understand it's kind of effective, but I don't see you as the
So,
McAllister type where you
I,
are a box to box 8. I see you as a 10. But that is how I know that the pace of the game is kind of scary. But let's be real though, he has not played an easy game for Liverpool as yet, because it's not like
what do you
it's
consider easy?
Burnley, and that's not easy. Honestly, I'm just
Okay,
saying, because
okay.
we go up against a Bournemouth where Bournemouth press with to the ground. Then we
Mhm.
go Newcastle. Then we go Arsenal. So we expect him to work magic
No, no,
against
no.
Declan
Sorry,
Rice.
no. Then Arsenal came to you. That's a big, big distinction. Big distinction. But continue.
The match done 1-0 same way, same thing, same
No, but no,
drama.
but no, but trust me. Saying that you went to Arsenal is different from saying that Arsenal came to you. But just saying. But I hear you. I hear you. You haven't had the easiest start. However, I'm being honest. You are the
Yeah,
champions. You're not going to get a lot of easy games.
it will not be, and it will
So
never ever be. And
because
yeah,
teams want to beat you. Like they want to beat you. So
no,
it's not going
you
to be
can see it
easy.
in the way they play too.
Yeah,
And
it's not going to be easy.
this and I think we're gonna get to it, but I think this is one of the reasons why Mikel Arteta is holding smoke from some Arsenal fans. But I think we'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But as I said, Florian Wirtz, he's not yet played an easy game. It's not like he's played like a EFL Cup game, because we're not in the early rounds. So
Mhm.
there's no leeway for him. You understand, to like
Yeah.
get a little, just like get a breather and just see what the English game is all about.
I hear
Like
you.
like he went up against Tonali, Joelinton, Bruno Guimaraes. Brother,
Hmm.
that midfield is atrocious. Atrocious
Hmm.
in a good way, where they are so nasty, bro. So if you're a creative player, I kind of understand. He didn't even struggle that much in the Newcastle game to me, but
Hmm.
get fair judgment to
So
everybody else. What
so
you say?
the problem is, to be fair, the only game that I thought he was just not very good
Yeah,
was the Arsenal game, and he got better in the second half, right?
yeah,
But he wasn't very. All the other ones, or the other
average.
two, it's just that he hasn't been 100 million pound good,
Yeah,
and that's just what it is. But it's going to take him time. The other um signings that you made, Perkins has had one good game, and
one.
that was against us, right? One good game, and that was against us,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a battle more than really a good game, because there are times where Madueke had his number. Madueke got a lot of attacking things off. He got a lot of corners. So Madueke played well, and he also played well.
Yeah.
Kirkes is on fraud watch for me when it comes to the Liverpool system because I do think he will be exposed quite a bit. And I think that is
Yeah.
why Konate hasn't been good because Virgil has had to give a lot of attention to that left side. And Konate not being mentally there for some reason. It seems that his game has dropped because Virgil now can't help out as much as he needs to. So
Yeah.
Kirk is on fraud watch for me. Ekitike, Bala. Again, the Arsenal game,
People
I
judging him
don't.
on the. All right, all right.
They can't.
Can I be
Here's
real?
what.
Can I be real?
Oh,
The new strikers, right? The
mm-hmm.
only one so far I think is a dud is Benjamin Sesko, but I can't judge Sesko because Amorim is not giving him the game time.
Yep.
But I judged both strikers for saying, all right, this is your first big championship test where we can say,
Mm-hmm.
all right, Arsenal and Liverpool going for the title head and shoulder. You understand what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, let's see how we gonna do. They didn't do that, but bro, if you look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ekitike is going against two defenders that like his type of striker. Like his type of
Mm-hmm.
striker is, oh, I'm not gonna play on the shoulder of the centre back. I'm gonna step to
Likewise,
the ball.
and it likewise
And it's the same thing for Konate and
because
Jokeres
them.
and Van Dijk.
Yep, because them
Kon-
like the physic. Although Jokers can run in behind, you have the
yeah.
pacey defenders that are physical as well.
And if him
So
go strength to strength, defender them as strong. And this is
so
what I'm
yeah,
saying. And
yeah.
if Ekitike try to step away, because he did it a couple times when we tried to step away from Gabriel and Saliba. And when he
Mm-hmm.
looked, Saliba was right there nicking the ball off of him. You understand what I'm
Well,
saying? So it's just like the strikers cancel
when
each
you
other
put
out.
some respect on the little youth, it was Saliba for 30 minutes. And then the
Oh, no,
little
no,
youth.
no. What do you mean, nigga? I told you about the. No, don't do that.
All
Don't do
right.
this. Don't do
All
this.
right.
Don't do
All right.
this.
All right. Fair, fair, fair,
Because I
fair,
told you, bro, this guy Mascara should be starting for Spain with Kubasi. I'm telling you, bro.
fair, fair,
All
fair.
right, this is the thing where I think Arsenal fans don't understand some of the signings that the new sporting director is making. Mosquera, if Saliba ever decides to leave, you guys will
Mm-hmm.
have no problem replacing him. Hinkapie is the same thing as Mosquera. Honestly, having Hinkapie and Mosquera means to me that your manager should be fired.
We'll talk about it. We'll
Yes,
talk
yes, I
about it.
think we will. I think we
But
will.
we go. Let's
But
going back to the
as
signings. Mm-hmm. I listen.
Javi Simons, Javi Simons
Hold
is
on, hold on.
going.
Let's go
Javi
team. No,
Simons.
team. Let's go team by team. Team by team.
All right,
Because
cool. How
so
we
we
running it?
spoke about yeah. So we're still on here. We're still on Liverpool. We spoke about Kirkes. I think fraud watch for now.
Yep.
We spoke about Ekitike, which again I think is a baller. Was
Yep.
amazing. The first two games, it's really hard. It's really hard to have a great game against those two in at Arsenal. So that's fine. I don't hold that game against him. I just don't. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a fantastic signing so far. Frimpong has been injured. We'll see how that work out when him come back. Um, who else am I missing? The keeper don't get a chance
For
yet.
Liverpool,
So yeah,
for
for
Mama
Liverpool
Dashvili?
keeper. Yeah, I'm don't get a chance. We'll look
No,
at him probably in
he
the
won't.
cup games or whatever. So who else did you guys sign?
Mama Dashvili, my boy
That has
Leone,
played. That
and
has played. That has played because we haven't got to the
that's
big man yet, but that
nobody
has
else so
played.
far.
Okay, so
Nobody
and
else so
then
far.
no, the cherry on top, which you know, it's been the name that we've been linked to the entire summer, and they got it over the line. Um,
Yeah.
130 mil, right? I believe.
Uh-huh.
Altogether, 125. And then five add-ons, I think. So,
Yep.
um, good price, I guess. I mean, I think everybody
Oh,
is.
Isaac?
Yeah. Why I say good prices? Everybody is overpriced these days. It is what it is.
Bro,
But from my own,
Voltemada went to Newcastle for 100 million. Ah.
I call that nigga Voldemort. That nigga is trash, bro.
Bro, I watched this
That
thing
nigga
against
is
the backyard today, bro.
trash, bro. He
Yo,
is garbage.
mix Andy Carroll with Darwin Nunes. Peter Crouch.
Oh, I'm about to say you forget Crouch. You forget Crouch.
bro,
That nigga's
bro.
garbage, bro.
You know what? You know what?
He's
You know
six
what?
six and he's not
Hold
elite
on.
in the air. I don't understand
I'm
that.
gonna be 100% honest. Andy Carroll was underrated compared to these new age strikers. So was Peter Crouch, right? Because let's be real, bro. Like what is this guy good? Oh my god, yo, Newcastle just try to sign anybody. I mean, I guess they make up for it with the Johan Wissa signing, but let's see how that goes on. Because I don't think Wissa has that much quality without Brian Mbomo. But
Mm,
as we say, and without him, coach Thomas Frank, because let's be real, Thomas Frank is the system of Brentford. Brentford's system is Thomas Frank. You understand what I
mm-hmm.
mean? Brian Mbomo, he's looking good too, but that's all I'm saying. But going back to the Liverpool thing, bro, like all the new signings for me are gonna be fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only one I'm worried about is Florian Wirtz. I'm only concerned about the fact that he's been a dud, but I know for a fact that he's finding it like really, really hard to adjust to the games. And I can
Mm-hmm.
see him stepping back further to try and receive the ball. Where this is why I said 2 episodes ago exactly where I said Liverpool need Ekitike to strive, but Florian Wirtz need Alexander Isak
Yeah,
because what it is Ekitike will drop back also to get the ball. Isak does not need to do that.
fair.
You understand what I mean? And this is what I understand. And it's two different profiles of strikers. Am I unhappy about it? Fuck no, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. I'm over the moon about it actually. Because some point in the season I remember when Luis Diaz was playing the false nine. And it was him and Salah playing the two strikers because we were playing like a box. So it was 4-2-2-2. You understand? So it'll be
Mm-hmm.
Maka Gravenberch, Sobo, Gakpo on the wings, and then Diaz and Salah up front. And
Okay.
honestly, in my opinion, I think Florian Wirtz is designed to be a left winger in the system. I can't see Liverpool using a number 10 where it don't make sense.
I,
It's
I I think that's a gross misuse of what he has to offer.
I,
I
I do
I I,
too.
I
And
think he'll
and
get. I think he'll get.
mhm.
He'll win some battles. I don't think
I
he's
think
going
he
to win
made a
a lot
mistake.
of battles out there
I think he made a
because
mistake in not going to Bayern Munich. I
I
do.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it now, and I'm saying
Hmm.
the two striker system doesn't work with Mohamed Salah. So that's
It
one.
don't. It don't. It don't.
And then I I'm not the
Hmm.
most I'm not the most optimistic about Ekitike's growth with
Yeah.
Isak
Exactly.
because in Newcastle I've seen them play two strikers.
Doesn't work.
I've not seen Liverpool play two strikers with Salah. I don't see it happening. Now, granted, this is just me saying I haven't seen it before. Arne Slot is a good coach. Him can probably make it work. And I think that's how people. I think that's how sporting director should do it. Get the talent and tell the coach to figure it out. It's not like you're stockpiling a bunch of talent like Chelsea. You guys are
Yeah.
buying elite players in few positions, and then but I think ballers work with ballers, especially when the ballers have work ethic. They'll work together. They'll find a way, right? So it can
Episode.
work. It can work. I'm just not. I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know. I don't know.
I think episode I want to say 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
remember I specifically said Liverpool itself does not have the team to sustain a Champions League run. Getting knocked out by PSG won us the league because we did not have the team.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not like we have two players in each position because I believe if Van Dijk goes, we're shagged. Now, if Allison goes, we have Mamadashvili where, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a very decent goalkeeper. I don't trust him still, don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
he's a very decent goalkeeper because I watch Spanish league people, so don't beat me. But
Mm-hmm.
but I think we have good coverage all over so far. I still would have liked Mark Guehi, but
I so
let me. It's just if it was
mm,
Jurgen Klopp and I got Isaac and Ekitike, I'm worried. But honest lad is he's not like Ange Postecoglou, a Mikel Arteta, where it's just my way or the highway. He looks more open to trying new things. Where I trust you. I trust you with the
Mm.
idea of having two strikers. I trust you with the idea of sometimes you start Ekitike, sometimes you start Isaac, sometimes you drop Gakpo and you play Ekitike on the wing or you play him at the 10. It don't really matter to me, but because I've seen you do things where I've said, all right, I don't trust it on him, but I'll watch it. And it turned out to be the perfect thing. You
Okay.
understand what I mean?
Fair enough.
So,
Fair
yeah, so
enough.
it's a manager that he adjusts to the players. He doesn't adhere a system where, oh, all right, I need McAllister in this game and I need Endo in this game. No, he's like, yo, I'm playing this game. Gravenberch, you're gonna drop back as a centre back today. Or Endo, you're gonna play as a centre back today. And this is
Okay.
where I will give him the leeway as in to say, all right, you know what? I'll trust you with the new players. You integrate them as well. And
Okay.
Isaac is a professional. He will learn. Ekitike as well. He will learn.
Fair
But
enough.
drive me to my Salah point. Drive me to my Salah point. We should have got rid of this nigga in the summer. And I will forever say it. We should have never gave Salah a new contract. Because this is the thing that I'm talking about. If we knew that the overhaul was going to happen, all right, keeping Salah is cool. Keeping Salah is cool. But it's not the fact that I hate him, right? People, not this week. Not this week. I'm going to be honest, not this week. I don't hate Salah. I'm just saying, we changed up almost the entire forward line. He should have went as well. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like won the league last season. I get it. Everybody's expecting us to win it again. But I would have loved to have a new forward line, ultimately, where we are not looking at Salah saying, oh, how are we going to continue building the team around that 33-year-old, bro? How is that going to work? You understand? Even the fact that we are still overly reliant on Virgil van Dijk is killing me. Because I know for a fact if Konate does not leave this January, he's gonna leave at the end of the season. Right? Leon is signing I really like. The Mark Goy signing I really like. But I know
Mm.
we're gonna go for new centre backs either in January or by the ending of next year.
I
Which I
think
understand.
I
But
think you go for another one in January. I think you do.
yeah, bro, I
You
need
have to.
Virgil. I need this season to be Virgil's last season and Salah last season. And Allison. Don't get me
Okay.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. World class players for the team, which I do understand. But at some point, the team has to move on. It has
All
to
right.
move on. Yeah.
I would say, all in all, I give you a window at 8.5, 9 out of 10. I
Eight
said
and a half, eh?
9
Why not? Why not a 10? Oh,
because of
fair,
Gehi.
fair, fair, fair,
Because
fair.
of because again, as you said, you
Mm.
can't go into, yes, you can't fix everything, but then I can't have a window where you say if this player is gets injured, we shagged.
Facts.
That's not a perfect window.
True.
So that in itself, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason why. No, not 8.5, 9. You get a 9. You get a 9, and the reason why you get a good 9 actually. I don't know why I said 8.5. You get a good 9 because your sales have been amazing, as well as the incomings with the top end talent that you add to your side. It's just that
Yep.
you're missing the center back, which was it was a glaring problem because you're depending on Virgil to stay healthy, while you can have a rotating carousel of injury players in the right center back role. So it's a 9 and it's a strong 9. So I'll give it that.
I understand that.
Mm. Moving on
But
to another team. I got yes, yeah, a final thought.
I'm just saying I don't know. I like the window. I've
And brother,
people are saying, oh,
you
Liverpool is
still
this,
had the
Liverpool
best
is that.
window.
No, it's not even the best. All right, let's be real. Let's be real. When the fuck has Liverpool ever spent money like this?
Is what I'm
Let's be
saying.
real,
Bro, trust me.
bro.
Again,
And you see the shit is we spent over 500. The outgoings alone put the 500 over 500 plus million to a net spend of only spending 172 million.
mm,
Imagine that shit. You understand what
mm,
I'm saying? Even though some of the players we sold are players that I really like, man, like Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott, that's my nigga. You feel
mm.
me? Luis Diaz, I still think that, bro. Oh my god, man. I still think, bro.
But
I would have probably sold Cody Gakpo before I sell Luis Diaz, but it is what it is.
as we say, like, hey, I said the only reason I don't give a 10 is perfect, and you have to nitpick before I can give a 10. And if I nitpick and I can find a big hole, I can't give it a 10. And it's just
Yeah.
Gahey. That's just it.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to another club now. Chelsea. I don't really like their window. I'm being honest.
Why?
I
Why you don't like Chelsea?
The Nicholas Jackson thing
Yeah.
that left a bad taste, bro. That left a bad taste because
It did for real.
all right. So let's see. Delap, Joe Pedro, good, right? Good.
That route is so
Estevao,
go.
good, right?
Mm. That route is so go.
Like the, a lot of these Chelsea fans are saying these niggas about
Money laundering.
Esugo being them call him baby Caicedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. If he's that good, he's that good. I have to see it.
No. I'm not gonna cap. He's that good.
All right, I gotta see it either way. So
He played for Las Palmas where my boy Alberto Molero. Yeah.
we'll see. I
Proper.
gotta see it. And
Yeah.
then Andre Santos again, like
Decent.
baller. But I got it. You have to see it. Hato, I guess backup for Kukurea and
Waste of time. Waste of talent.
so am I missing? I must be missing because I will have people in by. Who am I missing?
Facunda Bonanote, loan.
For what?
Fuck you ask me.
Yeah, for what? Like, for what?
Nigga, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But yeah,
So them squad. The thing is, the squad good. Like it's good. Like there's nothing, but the
I don't
defense
know.
is
I
still
guess maybe
suspect.
it's because of the injury crisis to Palmer recently. So maybe that is it.
I mean, no, but what I'm saying is that the center backs, I'm not sure. They lost Colwell and they did not go out and get an next center back after losing Colwell for the season. That's to me that's terrible. That's not good. That's not good. The attacking signings have been good. I rate them. Gittins is like Garnacho, Like, this is what I mean. Like what is like you can
Yeah.
point to good things that they did in the window. You can point to things you're just like, what? Why? And then you can point to things that they're just like, bro. But as usual, their outgoings are always good. So if I was to give them a rating, I give Chelsea a 6 maximum because the outgoings are impeccable.
Yeah.
Like they sold more players. They brought in more income from players than other teams spend. Like that's crazy to me. So you notice they're the king of sales. That's just how Chelsea are.
I
They
mean,
will
yeah,
just they will
I get
get
the king of
players.
sales,
So
but Chelsea
I,
just I don't know,
I didn't
bro.
like their window. Like I just didn't. I just don't. And again, you're usually the resident Chelsea hater. I usually give them the benefit of the doubt, although I hate the club. But we usually give them the benefit of the doubt. I didn't like this window. I didn't whatsoever. Like in its
No, I get
totality,
that.
I
I
don't
get
like
that,
it.
bro.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I get that.
I don't like it.
I don't like the window either because I still think they didn't address areas that are gonna be vital to them.
Agreed.
Joe Pedro is turning out to be one of the signings of the season so far.
Yeah,
I do like Delap.
I have a hot
I
take
think.
about him.
Hey, listen.
Him
I know what
soon
you're gonna
cool
say.
off him.
No. Listen. I have Brighton friends for cousins, so we know all about this.
Him
But
soon cool
we
off
move.
him. So
There is a reason why Brighton had done Danny Welbeck as the starting striker sometimes. But hey, Chelsea fans, hold on to your horses. We move.
yeah.
But yeah, he's turning out to be a good signing so far. We can't deny that.
So wait. Are them the new set piece FC?
Fuck no, bro. Like, what do you mean? Like, no, Arsenal still have that. Set pieces for
Bro,
you is like a penalty, bro. What do you mean?
you know those niggas have scored more set pieces than us already, right?
So what does that say? Who did they score it against? West Ham? Who else?
That nigga scored 3 set pieces against West Ham, bro.
Brother, have you seen West
3.
Ham this season?
2 packs of ass.
Exactly, bro. That's past
So
2
look,
That's Biggie as well. but, I'm just saying, bro. Man, just like man, that's crazy, that right.
But yeah,
But
like
now, Chelsea signings have not been that. But the only Chelsea signing I've been looking forward to, he's playing in the French league.
um,
Penders,
oh,
yeah. And I think this is why they won't replace Sanchez, because Sanchez's replacement is already there, but he needs the experience as in stepping up into playing in Europe and stuff like that. Because I'm not gonna lie, this kid is like Thibaut Courtois on drugs.
mm,
I'm not gonna hold you. I've never seen passing from a goalkeeper like that. Well, maybe Allison, but Allison, ball in hand, kick it out to
Edison, bro.
Salah. Yeah, but
Edison passing
Edison,
is
Edison
ridiculous,
is
bro.
good too. Edison is good too, but I don't
Not no
see
no
Edison.
no
Edison.
no. Remember Edison from 4 or 5 years ago, you know, bro.
All right.
Remember that Edison day, you know, bro.
Okay. Fair.
That
Fair.
though that was pass. That was a midfielder in the goal.
Yeah. 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 You're right. You're right. You're right.
So you have to remember that
You're right.
Edison there. But yeah,
Mm.
but Chelsea. I'm gonna make this a quick segment. Quick segment for Chelsea. They're gonna be good. They're going to be a good team. They just are.
Mm-hmm.
You did mention say they're the preseason gods. I can't say you have been wrong so far, but hey, it is what it is. Them above my club right now, so I can't say nothing. So, but even so,
Just. All right. This is the thing. This is the thing. You see, all the players firing for Chelsea right now, I do not trust them to carry on the farm. Man like Enzo, man like John Pedro, and all of these niggas. Cole Palmer is the only one that has not strike the fire yet, where I can say, all right,
and
if
that
Cole
because
Palmer,
him injured.
and I understand that, but what
Mm.
I am saying is just the fact that I am looking from a standpoint where I know Chelsea to be duds after preseason. No, the international break is about to come to an end soon. This is where the new season jitters fade away. Let's see what everybody does.
All right,
And
fair.
and then this is just always the point. Every season it's the same thing. When every this as a betting man, after an international break, all big teams realize what they've bought. All big teams. And this is where we're gonna see the new signings shine. So
All right,
I'm not
fair
judging.
enough. Fair enough.
Yep.
From one window, woman I like, to a next window, woman I like. Man City.
Mm-hmm.
Man, neither.
Yeah.
Man, I like it.
Okay.
Donnarumma, terrible signing.
James
Um,
Trafford, terrible signing.
terrible. Oh God. Me feel bad for him. Me feel bad for him. Me
Why?
feel because he's still gonna remember. Say he's thinking of I'm going home to my club. You see me?
Yep.
They said him forward from he had a good season at Burnley. Him could have
A
stayed
great,
with
no,
Burnley.
not a good season. A great
But
season.
yeah, sorry, a great season with Burnley. Him
Yep.
could have stayed with Burnley, and the
Mm-hmm.
man go. And Pep
Manchester City.
force the man for play away. Him don't play, and then buy a goalkeeper for replace the man.
Hmm. This
Dog.
Man City is so. But
Man City by Man City about 7-10 and one hybrid 8 and 10. Them are go walk over the small team them and I go get mash up when they meet a good side.
but this is the thing.
You know
Everybody
what?
is
I will tell you.
praising.
You know that City
Yo,
team they look like?
wait, what?
You remember Arsenal in the 2010s?
Yes.
Be a technician
Nasri,
in the midfield.
Nasri, Santi, Jack,
And then them just
Aaron.
meet a Yaya for just box up them in.
Yep. There's one year
A
I just go
Yaya
in and just get
Fernandinho.
away, move, man.
Move it.
No,
Tell you, I
this
don't
is
know about the
this is
City
the
side.
thing. But this is the thing though, because all right, Tijani Randa's good signing. Box to box 8. You have Ryan Cherky, good 10. I decent 7 out of 8 signing, because what it is this, you're not Pep's type of baller. Because first thing, you're a dribbler. Pep has never had a dribbler other than Riyad Mahrez, and you are not of
Brother,
that quality, my brother. Let's
I
be real.
forget. Brother, I'm gonna talk to my bridging
Yep.
last Sunday. A two baller alone, Pep allow for dribble. No. One.
One basically. No, one.
Wait.
One.
One.
Who else was it?
One.
Who else?
Messi.
Exactly. Because
That's the only one. I allow you for dribbling on them side. One.
One. Because he said Messi is alien. So this is the thing. If the greatest player ever in the history of the game, right?
Scored 2 more goals tonight, by the way, ladies and gents. Nigga still got it. But yeah, go ahead.
Never lose it. It's not like that. You know what? But people
yes, thank you. Keep it going.
So as we say, yeah, he only allow Messi to dribble because he know like he is the key to unlocking certain stuff. Now he's tried to recreate Messi on numerous occasions where he did it with Iron Robin. He came here, he tried to do it with Phil Foden. He said out of his mouth that Phil Foden at Iniesta age is more talented. Pep, I don't know what the hell you were smoking, but yeah, we understand what you're smoking
it's
now.
Not looking
Because
good
you're getting
for
smoked.
that nigga.
Because you get Trafford that cannot play with the ball at his feet. Trafford is just a good goalkeeper and a good shot stopper. Donnarumma, same profile, right? All right, let's talk about the defense. Who did you bring in? Nobody. But you let people go. How you let Akanji go? Akanji is your best centre back. Fairs? Nathan Ake injured. Ruben Diaz rub out. Rub right out.
Rub out Diaz.
Exactly. No, you used to tell me that Guardiola or Gravadiola. I don't know. I don't know how to spell his name again. Ever since Messi handled that guy in the World Cup and twisted the letters in his name, bro, I don't know. I don't know what to call him anymore. I just call him Beyblade. You understand? But yeah, so it's just like a thing like that. So now you had him as a left back, a left wing back, where he was amazing, by the way. So now you buying Ryan Aitnori. So now your left back has become a proper centre back. Oh my Jesus Christ! Your right back is now a DM. What are you smoking, my brother? You understand what I'm saying? It's just like if anybody can turn it around, it's Pep Guardiola. But I must add,
I don't know if
I remember when Jurgen Klopp was saying, "Oh, I'm getting too tired of this," and the media used to go to Pep and say, "Oh, I think Jurgen Klopp has got enough of your Man City team." No, Jurgen Klopp hasn't. He understands the philosophy of things where it's time for you to go, my brother. The game is getting bigger than you now. Because what it is you see, Pep has always had the best team in every league. The evolution of the greats that we used to see, Angel Di Maria, Robin, Ribéry, Götze, Muller, Ozil, you can name the top players in almost every team, right? That you can now tell me that if I go to Sunderland, I'm seeing Sunderland with Gertruda, Granit Xhaka, Enzo Leffe, Hamad Diallo, Simon Adingra. Sunderland just got promoted to the fucking league, right? What difference is there to Sunderland and Manchester United? Manchester United don't have the quality players of Sunderland.
We soon get to there. We soon get to them.
I'm just saying,
I get you.
The gap is not that big.
The gap is very small. Yes, I get
small.
you.
Because I can go sign any player from down at Sunderland and then come to Liverpool, come do the same thing where Liverpool player do. The gap is not that big anymore. We don't have a lot of X-factor players in the league anymore. And caveat, people, this is why I say if the Ballon d'Or goes to Dembele, mighty God. Brother, I watched Lamine Yamal again today for Spain, right? How can somebody look at me and tell me that this kid has not been the best player of football?
I will tell you why. I'll tell you why.
2 years.
I'll tell you why.
2 years.
I'll tell you why. Ain't no way a nigga that got 9 league goals as an attacker should be getting a Ballon d'Or. Ain't no way. No way. I'm sorry. No way. Ain't no way. When you got a nigga that's on the other side that get 44 goals.
No, hold on. This
so,
is what I'm saying.
No way.
Understand what I'm saying, right? Dembele scored all those goals from
January.
But
then not about Dembele. Not about Rafinha.
Oh, Rafinha?
I
Yo,
would have.
all right,
I would
but
have.
this is but hold
You
on.
know, that I would have
This is
quicker
my
given
thing.
Rafinha the Ballon d'Or over Yamal for
No,
just
but
for last season.
no, but what I'm
Last
saying,
season. Remember,
right?
and it's not the best player in the world get Ballon d'Or. You have to think about that. He's a player who had the
True.
best season. That's how it should go. Because again, enough time Messi and Ronaldo get it when they don't deserve it. But what I'm saying is,
They don't. Yeah.
but how it should be is the player that had the best season. So if I'm to pick players that have the best season, is two names come to mind. It's
Dembele and
Rafinha
Rapina.
and Rafinha. And Dembele had the totality of the trophies. He
Yeah.
had some moments along with the numbers. So if he gets it, I can't argue with that. But I would have Dembele and Rafinha before I'd go to Yamal. Yamal had
But
the entertainment factor. But again, ain't no way as an attacker you getting 9 goals. You're not a Cam, you're not a CM, you're an attacker. You're a right winger. You have
no, but
9 league
no,
goals. I'm
no,
sorry.
I
I'm
understand
sorry.
that. But what I
No
am
way.
saying is this. Rafinha benefited from his X factor. He created majority of Barcelona goals.
I
But
agree.
I understand what you're saying. The numbers won't add up. But what my driving point is the fact that I get it. These guys are firing in goals where you can say, "Oh, numbers run the game now." When we are talking about pure X factor, pure entertainment, where I can introduce somebody that has never watched football before and say, "Hey, sit down. We are going to watch Lamine Yamal today." Football has
But
gained
that's
another fan.
but
You
that's
understand what
again, yeah, but that's a
mm,
that's a that's a streets won't forget thing. You're talking about an award for the player that had the most successful art, not sorry, the best individual season, and metrics have to match the eye test
yeah.
with that. And with the Amal, it's the eye test, but the metrics don't always match it. Now, granted, was he the best player in the world last year? Probably.
Probably,
But
yeah.
did he have the most or did he have the best season? No. You know me already. I do the semantics with football, I do this all the time.
Mm,
So again, if
yeah.
I was to give a Ballon d'Or, he would be in my top five, probably top three, top four.
Top three.
But I would have both Dembele and Rafinha above him
Yeah.
before. So that's it. But we're going. Let's go back to the Prem. Finish it
Yeah.
off. We'll probably close the episode
No,
in a
but
couple
yeah,
minutes.
but so Pep is like he's losing it, bro, because there are not a lot of players where he can say, "Oh, I have the best players in the league no more." You don't have a Kevin De Bruyne, you don't have a
Hmm.
Bernardo Silva
And
who
I think that's
flying
my
back.
problem with them now. Is
Yep.
because I don't think like people are saying that Reinders will turn into the next KDB.
No, no. What?
But no, not style wise, but impact
His
wise.
X factor, yep. His
Yeah,
X
I'm like,
factor. No, he's not, bro. Oh
I
my
don't I
god,
don't
no.
think they have a player like that anymore. Like Rodri
Bro,
is the best midfielder in the world, sure, but I don't think they're gonna get back the same Rodri that they had before the
bro,
ACL.
a ACL injury will change anybody's career. But they also have to think about it. A ACL injury is like this, right? Where it's about the movement of the knee afterwards, right?
Hmm.
Roger does not rely on speed, but his movement and
Yeah,
how
his
clever he is
turns.
turning. You understand
Yes,
what I'm saying?
yes, you're
So
correct.
ACL might affect him, so it will take him a time, maybe a season and a half to get
Yeah,
back up to speed.
it'll
He
take
said
him.
it the
It'll
other
take
day
him
that
some time.
I can't help City by myself to win the league. No, granted, that is not Manchester City's problem. The defense is tired, burnt out to the ground. You understand what I'm saying?
So
And
yeah,
even so, Tijani Reinders can never be a Kevin De Bruyne or can never be an X Factor player. Tijani Reinders is a good team player. Granted, he's like Ryan Gravenberch on steroids. You understand what I'm saying?
I was gonna say he's like a more techie Nico Barella, but
With a little more height. But
yeah.
he won't be that X Factor player, bro. He will just like be the transition man. You understand what I
Hmm.
mean? Like keep it flowing, and if something come in way, goal. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like he will never be that X Factor player. But who to tell? Everybody be like, oh, Tijani Randers is the next big thing. You have Nico Gonzalez, you have Ryan Cherky, you have all these new signings. let's be real. I said it last week and I'll say it again, bro. Omar Marmoush is a better striker for Manchester City than Erling Haaland will ever be. And I proved that the other day when they lost to Brighton. Without Marmoush, Haaland does not score that goal. And even so, Marmoush wants to occupy that space that Haaland is taking up. Haaland himself, all right, can you be real? Every player that went to Pep with a promising, oh, I'm going to be a 10 out of 10 player. And Pep turned them into a consistent 7 every week. And what he do, he grind until he have 11 players that have the possibility of being 10 out of 10s every week to consistently having all of them giving you a 7 out of 10 every week. You cannot lose because they are very intelligent players. Now, what it is now is just like he's getting consistent 8 out of 10s and he can't get a 6 out of 10 from them. He's getting 5, 4. You understand? Maybe a 3 if I'm lucky. You understand? Maybe a 3. Because what it is you will never see Pep play. Pep never played young players. Pep, over the course of his career, played
Ask Baba get game.
Huh?
Ask Baba get game.
This is what I'm saying. And this is how I know that Pep Guardiola will not even need anything this season. Pep Guardiola over his career has only played 2 young players.
I hear you
now. And Pedro. That's the only 2. And the only reason he did that, because we know Barcelona, this is not the first time Barcelona has been in financial struggle. So the fact that he's having to play Rico Lewis, Askabab, and all these guys. Bro, from he signed Jeremy Doku, I knew that Jeremy Doku was not his type of player. What is Pep Guardiola doing? You don't like pacey wingers? This is why you got rid of Ronaldinho. You got rid of Samuel Eto'o. You understand what I mean? You got rid of players that have the X factor, but you got rid of the X factor players that you cannot control. It's a simple thing. It's a simple thing.
If I was to look at the window, 5.
4.
So, that's it. So from 4. A 5 and a 4 to them finally get a baller through the door. Tottenham. Arguably, no, you're right. No, you know what? No, arguably Tottenham had the best window. You know why? Yeah. Them get out Daniel Levy.
Yo, Alcor windows and doors, my brother.
I tell you. Yeah, man.
That's the best transfer ever, bro.
They have the best transfer. That them have the best window, bro.
I saw that
them have the best window.
ESPN today, bro. I'm like, yo, what's happened here?
Them finally get out Daniel Levy. Best window, bro. Them win the transfer.
Surprise expression.
No, he make it. It did it. Go check it.
He made one?
Yeah, make it.
My YouTube must be bugging. I'll go check it out. But but as far as player transfer window goes, I think they had a decent solid 8.
I think an 8's too much. I give him 7.
Why I say 8 is because they lost Sonny, so they replaced him with Kudos. They got Javi Simmons, which is a creative 10 for Madison, and Kulusevski with long-term injury. Mm-hmm. They have Randall Colomwani on loan, which they really needed a proper gun.
They needed a good striker, yes.
And what did they get?
No, you're right. You know, Paulinho is a very good signing for them.
Paulinho is a very good signing as well.
That's an 8. Yes. That's an 8.
Yes, it is an 8 window.
They needed Paulinho. Because
why I give them an 8 is because also the manager.
Yeah. Because 8. Yeah.
Spurs defense is not bad. As I stated in our episode before this, they have really good defenders. Jed Spence, Pedro Porro is rubbish. Make we just get that out.
He's rubbish. He's rubbish defensively, but he'll give you something going forward. He's a very good crosser of the ball. And he has a good striker. Right, yeah, but
exactly.
But regardless, that's why them have Kuti on that side there, which Kuti is like he's a shorter Konate.
Yeah.
So them have Kuti on the side there. So it's
a thing like that where they had a good defense and the goalkeeper is also decent, and then the midfield is a terrorism midfield. Let's be fair.
Exactly. So the midfield has a lot of combatant, not pace. A couple of them pace, but combatant, strong midfielders.
Is that
Matessar, Bentancur, Paulinho.
That is
Nasty.
one midfield that I don't want to go against
Yeah,
again ever,
nasty midfield.
because
And
I know the
then
problems that is gonna cause.
I know them have two flair players now. Javi Simmons
Xavi
and
Simmons.
Mohamed Kudus. Now, I'm
Mm-mm.
I I believe in Simmons' talent. I don't believe in his consistency and production.
Yeah,
So I
I
think he's
agree.
going.
I
I think
agree.
he's going to be iffy. He's not going to. He's not. You're not going to get the mercurial talent week in week out. But Kudus will do that.
Yes.
So on days where he does show up, Tottenham is going to be incredibly hard to play against because they're going to have the flair on both sides. Because again, Kolomoani can play when you play the striker, and then you can have Simmons playing left because Kulusevski will be back by the early next year. So imagine a team that have Kudus right wing, Kulusevski, Kulusevski as the cam, which he's so good at. He's a very good 10. Javi Simmons left. And Colomoni up top. That's a good strike force, bro. That's a good strike force. That's balance.
That's very balanced.
That's balance.
That's
So
very
you're
balanced.
right.
So they had a
I'll
decent
give them
window.
an 8. I'll give them an
Yeah,
8.
it's a
And
eight window, bro.
and and honestly, I can give them a 9 because them get out Levy. Being honest. Being honest, bro. Being honest.
No, being the fact that them get out Daniel Levy,
Yeah.
the, the man from 2010 is it's actually crazy because, bro, let
2010,
no, no,
2000, bro.
2000. Yeah, what am I
Exactly
talking about?
2000, bro.
Mighty God, that's 25 years after that shit house.
25
Oh my God,
years, bro.
what did he's been a brick shit house? Yo,
I tell you, bro. I tell you.
yo,
So,
where the Rob Holding, bro? Where's the Rob Holding?
so finally, we can end it here. Well, no, we have two more clubs to
No,
go. We have
yeah,
two more clubs to go.
we have Arsenal to
Um,
speak about. No, we spoke about Arsenal already, right?
no, we didn't in its entirety.
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about the game play. But what we're going to talk about is the signings itself.
Mm-hmm.
And we said it before that we had a solid 7 in previous windows. No, in previous episodes, I said that we had a 7 window with everything that we got, and then we got Eze, and for me it's a 8. 8 is a 8. It's a 8, 8.5, going to a 9.
Disagree.
I don't mind if everybody. I don't mind if someone gives us a 9. I don't mind if someone gives us a 8. I don't mind if someone gives us a 8.5. Right. Um, the reason I can't give it a 9 is because we did get rid of the players, our deadwood, but we didn't sell them well. And I think not having the sales is a knock onto us
A
in
purchase.
general.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm still very, 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 very happy with all the incomings. Like I'm extremely happy with the talent that we have assembled,
Yeah.
capping it off with Incapié. I think that's a very shrewd signing,
I think you're underrating the
especially
window.
especially since that guy is a option and not an
Mm-hmm.
obligation. Is a loan with an option,
But I understand the loan with the option.
So
Ten Hag
well,
have everybody in prison. Don't you see my boy Boniface gone to where the Bremen? He, bro, yo, Ten
man
Hag
them
have these man.
man them fire man them fire man for too much.
Bro, what do you mean?
That's
Bro,
insane.
from I see how the players are moving, I understand that they were gonna fire him. Bro, Boniface don't get it clubs just so he don't have to be at Leverkusen. Granit Xhaka went to Sunderland, bro, just so he don't have to be there, bro. Hincapie
That's
begged
crazy.
Mikel Arteta to take him alone. Beg, literal beg. You understand what I mean? Just begging, bro. He lost all the players. The only player that is left there, I think, is Grimaldo. Everybody else is new
Mm,
and Patrick Schick. You understand what I
yeah,
mean? Boniface said, hey, AC Milan, fail the medical. All right, Red Berman, you want me for alone? I'll go. I'll go.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But but yeah, but I would say Eze Is the it? You remember me? Me I said for episodes and episodes. He's the one. He's the one of the signings that I really wanted, and I get
Are we
him.
gonna talk about the game now or next episode?
No. Next, no, we'll talk about the game in
All right.
another episode. But I will say, as just from a strictly incoming standpoint, it's a 9.5, 10. But because of the outgoing is a 4, it's a 8. 8.5 to me overall. And
I give that 9.5.
we didn't get the left winger that we needed to, I would say, if
So solidify that deal.
solidify the window exactly,
Yeah.
because we still have Martinelli starting games against big teams. Well, anyways, we don't have to go there. But
Let's be fair about the Liverpool start. He normally does well against Liverpool.
yeah, so
So the Liverpool starting thing is not a
but
big deal as you would say,
no,
because
yeah,
you have players that do well against certain teams.
certain teams.
Ashraf still give me nightmares to this day. You understand? Players
Fuck!
exactly. Players like Jack Wilshere still give me nightmares to this day. Man like Olivier Giroud, as much as Olivier Giroud, people might think that Olivier Giroud is a bad striker. He used to give Virgil van Dijk hell,
Drogba,
bro. Don't give me
and
that,
Diego Jota.
brother.
R.I.P. But that man just used to
Yo.
like I don't know,
Every time
like
that guy say
him
Arsenal
just
fan,
circle Arsenal on the calendar say, yeah. Uno.
and you know it was
Uno.
crazy. You guys were linked to getting him for as a striker.
Mm,
I think it was a little bit before his passing.
yeah.
I'm like, if Arsenal get this guy, I'm worried, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But because he's a true gunman, but
But
RIP to the goat still.
yeah.
But
But as I said,
so
good.
far
I
I
think
give
it's
the
good.
window a 9.5.
I mean,
Why?
it's
Why?
that's a bit much for me, but I get you.
No,
I get
all
you.
right. As an Arsenal fan, I understand why you wouldn't say that, and I think your manager has a part to play in it, but I don't think you will admit the fact. But as a Liverpool fan or as a football fan in general, where I can tell you how good players are, having the fact that you got Kepa as a backup
Mm.
to David Raya is a great thing. You have Ben White, Andrew and Timber as cover for your right backs. You have Saliba, Mosquera, Kiwior.
No,
I don't think you have
Kieran.
Kiwior left. I
Mm.
think you have Hincapie as the backup to Gabriel. Let's
Mm.
be real. Your two backup
Actually,
centre
I think
backs
it's
are
what I think it is. I think it's going to be Califer as a backup together, which I think Califer is a better centre back
than a left
than
back.
Incapié is, and Incapié is the better left
Better
back
left back.
because Incapié play the
Mhm.
the left centre back in a back three and him bomb
Yeah.
forward, and he's a better crosser
He
than
he plays he
Calafiori.
plays left wing back too because
So yeah,
sometimes the back three for Leverkusen used to be Tartap, Soba, and Kosunu.
and this is where
Mhm.
I will defend the manager in the next episode. But yes,
Yeah,
but
but
we'll
but
talk
but
about. But yeah,
but yeah.
but
So far, like
are
your
we not
back
like
line,
again?
it's a nine
Again,
and a half for me. The
if
only
we were
problem,
to
the only
mhm,
problem to me is your
mhm.
midfield. That's the only problem, and I don't see your problem being the midfield being your
I don't
problem.
think our
The only
midfield is a
fact is
problem.
exactly. So it's not a weakness if you understand where I'm coming from because you
Mm-hmm,
have a
mm-hmm,
Declan Rice, you have a Zubimendi, you
mm-hmm,
have a Mikel Moreno, you have a Christian Norgard, you have a Eze that
mm-hmm,
can play in there, you have a Odegaard can
mm-hmm.
play in there, you have a Ethan can play in there.
Yep.
Then you went and got the icing on the cake, which is Victor Jokeridge.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, it is just like a transition period, just from when Phil Foden was playing
You'll be
striker for
fine.
Pep one
You'll be
season.
fine.
No,
You'll be
I
fine.
know for a fact it will be fine, but the
Mm-hmm.
judgment that I hear people casting over this guy is not worth it. You understand what I mean? But because
Yeah.
this is the thing, and I said it before, when Sesko was the one coming to Arsenal, it was Benjamin Tesco and Victor Jokeris was Glock 9. So now it's a whole complete different scenario that everything
Mm-hmm.
just went like this. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? But
Mm-hmm.
I do understand the fact as in saying, well, he will take time, but there's a transition period of where either Mikel Arteta learns to do something different or it
We'll talk about it next. We'll talk about it next.
all right. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
as I said, from a pure incoming standpoint, 9.5. But because when you look at a transfer window, you have to look at the totality of the transfer window. That's when
Mhm.
it goes into sales. That's when it goes into contracts being renewed. That's when it goes into squad building itself. I
Yeah.
knock it down to 8.5. And remember, I told you the Madueke deal will look better once we sign somebody else.
Yeah.
And 52 million is still a lot for Madueke. Well, 48 plus 4 is still a lot for him. However, the structure of the deal, excuse me, basically allows us to say we're going to pay 10 million per year for the next 5 years. So I think what we just saw in this window is we saw the rebuilding of our squad.
Yeah.
Now, moving forward, we're going to buy probably 2 to 3 players a window. But because deals like Madueke, Incapi, and whatever are staggered, we
Yeah.
can buy probably 2 high-profile players a window if we need to. I would just add or subtract. And I think we got rid of all of the deadwood players on high contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So now we probably can even get better at sales. And all I can say, if I was to rate the job Andre Berta has done, 10 out of 10.
12.
Give him a 12 too. Yeah.
12. Because
Amazing.
even the contracts that the new players are coming in, it's nothing crazy compared to what.
Nope.
Yeah.
Madueke getting like, I think Madueke on like 60 or 70K. So,
Yo,
what
you see,
happened?
you see what's going on down in Paris now? Miranaki sang knock it in it. Yo, bro, listen. Yo, how is it? Why is Nuno in hot water with the owner, dog? Like, what's going on, dog? He's acting as if the guy said, yo, you see this guy, Edu? Edu's a pussy. Edu's a
Brother,
pussy. Edu a
I'm telling
pussy.
you,
Why did
nobody cannot tell me say it's not Edu League said Mayan gives did have a release class. Nobody can tell me nothing,
yeah, he
brother.
said that shit. He said that shit. Because like, how the fuck you go sell Ilanga, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the court says to you, all right, you're bringing me Dam Indoy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good player from Bologna, decent. Here's a good Ilanga replacement with more
Mm-hmm.
quality, but he
Mm-hmm.
has pace as well. But the manager says to you, I want Adama Traore. Bring me Adama Traore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect Ilanga replacement. Pace, strength, crossing, right? That is what Ilanga is known for. The
Mm-hmm.
manager wants that. You then tell the manager to fuck himself. You then bring in 3 players that does not fit Nuno's system. You bring in Hutchinson,
Mm-hmm.
Kalimundo.
Mm-hmm.
You bring in somebody on deadline day. I can't remember who it was.
Yes.
What do you mean, guess?
Alexander Zinchenko.
I'm fucking dead. Oh,
Alexander Zinchenko.
to play where? And then you bring Douglas Luiz as well. Yo, you see
Half a
the
play.
president Edu.
Tell
Edu.
you,
Yo, you see Edu? Oh my gosh, man.
but tell you, I said
Yo.
I wish Arsenal could have signed Edu again just for sack him. Remember me tell you that. Remember me tell you that.
Oh yeah, because he left on mutual consent, right?
Remember me tell you.
I'm fucking dead, bro. Yo, that
Anyways,
shit is funny as well, bro.
to round off the
Yeah.
episode, we can end at Manchester United.
Um,
2 good signings, like off the bat, very good signings in Mbuemo and Cunha. I will say,
the goalkeeper is decent as well.
yeah, they brought in a good goalkeeper. Wait name, what name?
Uh, Lamens.
Lamens. I will say
Lamens.
though,
Lamens is a
I
good
will
goalkeeper.
say, Cunha might
Oh,
get exposed.
Cunha.
Yeah, Cunha
See, the
might
thing
get
is,
exposed.
Cunha's thing is not an expose thing. You understand? It's not an expose thing. You understand? What it is just something different. You understand what I mean? Hold on.
Mm. But yeah, folks, I think I like Cunha as a footballer, but I do think he
Mm-hmm.
I think that the level of responsibility
Mm-hmm.
might be a bit much for him. So I think they need to get
Tell it,
they need to get more.
it's just like you're trying to play a PlayStation 2 disc
Mm.
and a PlayStation 5. The system does not fucking work. It does not work. Ruben Amarim job, bro. Ruben Amarout. Ruben Amaral. Fucking idiot, bro. Like, yo, I've never seen a coach so stupid in my. And to think that I wanted this guy over Arne Slot, I should have boxed my own self. Bro, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I never seen a guy with the perfect team to play a different formation, and it looked like you just decided to not wear your contact lens at all and just say, "Hey, fuck everybody." It's either I see it from my standpoint or I don't see it from sitting down. This is the thing. You have Delete, you have Lenny Euro. Perfect two centre back. Perfect.
Mm.
You have a lot of left backs. You have Amad Diallo want to be a wing back. Play him left back. Play him left back then. Since he want to be a wing back so bad, play him left back then. You have Patrick Dorgu. You can give Patrick Dorgu less work. Diego Dallo is shit. Diego Dallo is shit. Whether you put him right back, left him at the bus stop, it don't fucking matter. He is rubbish, right? You have Patrick Dorgu, Diego Dalot. You say, yo, you niggas are my back four. No bombing forward or bombing back because you can't even defend, much less attack. Stay your ass back there, right? You have two CDMs that cannot play football. Casemiro and Ugarte. Rubbish. You understand what I mean? You play two DMs and you say, yo, you niggas are my back six. Relax. That's a 4-2, right? Then you go with Cunha, Embuemo, and then you go with the idiot himself, Bruno Fernandes in at the 10, right? That's a what? 4-2-3. Then you put Benjamin Tesco a forward. I guarantee you, as stupid as you be, as stupid as a manager he be, he will win a lot of games with a team setting up like that. He will. Let's be real. He will. Because you have Kobe Mino come off of the bench. You have Amad Diallo coming off of the bench. You have decent players coming off the bench, right? But because you, being an idiot, you want to play Def Jam Fight for New York on PlayStation 5 graphics, big idiot, the system does not work. And no matter who Manchester United sign, they could buy a stop sign, a caution sign, a yield sign. It will not work because it's a highway, you big idiot. It is a highway. How are you buying a stop sign to put on a highway? It will not work no matter what Manchester United pay for. And you know what Manchester United fans' problem? Always a chat about, oh, get me this manager. It will not work. The club is the problem. It will not work. All right. Uno say, all right, get your next manager. Oh, Thomas Frank is what we wanted. No, you didn't want Thomas Frank. Don't lie to yourself. Do not lie. Why are Manchester United fans trying to lie to themselves to prove to anybody? Like relax. And then get me Areola. To do what? To do what? Manchester United fans, y'all need to go sit down, bro. Like this shit is bigger than the manager. Ten Hag come in there looking like a very decent coach at Ajax. I don't know what he is now. I think he's a farmer because the amount of club he's uprooted. I think he plants yams and shit over there. And then Amarim come in looking like a fresh dapper coach. You understand? The Moncler jacket. No, this guy is wearing polo shirt like he hasn't washed them in 3-4 days. This guy has a decent hairline with his hair coming down like this. His hairline is now doing a Michael Jackson moonwalk into the back of his forehead. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? You see this guy at Grimsby Town. The manager is at Grimsby Town. It's a penalty shootout, and he's like this the whole time. How are you playing Grimsby and you can't watch
How are you out of? How are you out of a cup
in the first
before
round?
Everybody else playing at the cup?
It's like you load in the dishwasher and then your little sister just bring the last cup come and say, oh, can you open the dishwasher and put it in? No, it already started. You miss it. You don't already start. You miss it. You just out. You understand? You just out like
they were out of the tournament before September.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Grimsby Town rock these man.
So before we even get to the football, so we can just wrap up the episode, bro. But man, if I was to give United I would say
Mm,
6. 6 because
honestly,
of Konya and
Mbemo.
Konya Mbemo Lamens. But who else them sign?
I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't even rate Manchester United window. I would just give them a window to just jump out of. But because it make no sense. Because all right, you're signing players to fix your problems, but now
And
what?
you want to know the audacity.
Yeah.
So just because of man them. And this is how I do. You see that brother Andre Onana? My favorite the man. My favorite the
No,
man.
brother, that is not Andre, bro. That is never
Bro,
Andre. That is a
brother,
Omalalana, bro.
brother,
Yo, that
brother,
is the
you
most
know,
African guy I've ever seen in my life, bro.
fam,
He's selling some judge at Manchester
fam,
United. Yo, bro.
you know, because the players, all the players
Yo,
had a clause in them contract where
no.
if you don't qualify for Europe, you know,
What?
your pay
Oh,
get dropped
your pay get decreased.
by 25%. You know that nigga went back to the club and said him want a him want an improved contract.
For what? But he's the reason they're shit, though. What the fuck? Can you imagine your worst employee coming to you telling you he's what the most important position?
Yeah,
How?
and him want a raise.
When I raise, I would have raised me right and unbox him from box. What the fuck? Him want to raise for the what?
That is
Bro,
Onana, bro. That is the self
yo,
awareness.
you know,
The man
you
have a
know,
self awareness of a goldfish, brother.
you know what made me laugh? Yo, the penalty shootout was going on, right? And I saw everybody in the group chat going off when he made a save against. I didn't know what it was. So I'm like, all
Yeah,
right,
no. To be fair, it was a good save, him make. It was a
no, I
good save.
understand that. But then I said, all right, let me go watch this penalty shootout and see
Him
what
no
Andre
see.
Onana is saying. Bro, the next penalty kick, and I swear to God, this guy dived like when a fish was, like when somebody throw a fish back in the water, like, yeah, that's that. This guy dived like this, and I'm like, yo, does this guy really know how to dive? Like, what is this, bro? Like, I'm like, yo, Onana, just try, like, just try something, see if something sticks. Like, bro, and they're lucky the referee was on their side because that third goal should have stood. Let's be real. They look at you, bro. You know what's crazy? Grimsby rest them starting play.
Bro, bro. A League Two team
Yo,
rotated
League
and
One,
beat Man United.
bro.
League
It's
Two.
League Two.
No, I'm saying a League Two team
Oh
rotated
my
and beat Man
God,
United.
rotated dog and beat
And beat
Manchester
Man
United
United.
with their best players on the pitch as well.
And folks, I can basically say this is it. Can call it here for the episode. Thank you for joining us. For
All right,
those who
people.
stayed
Oh,
until the end, love and appreciate everybody. Remember, hit the like button, share the
and
video,
subscribe.
subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you can see when the next videos are coming. But you know what it
Mm-hmm.
is.
All right,
Peace and
people.
love, and we
Yo.
are out.
Mm-hmm.